welcome to a glorious morning on the Nene Park Rural Estate. Let me just have a look. What a morning to start a walk. Just wanted to introduce you really to this part of, well, what's local to me. This is Peterborough, and this is the Nene Park Rural Estate, which sort of runs alongside the River Welland. You wouldn't think it, but it's actually really beautiful. You know, it's such an area. There's not a lot around here in terms of walking, hiking. You know, it's very flat. Being on the edge of the fens in East Anglia, but you have to make the most of where you are locally. So this is a place that I come to quite often, just to get in probably about 12 13 miles. If you just do this loop where I am, I'll show you on the map. But you just, you know, this time of year, just have a look around it. These young'uns, off they go. Back to mummy. Morning guys, you're getting out of the way. It's lovely to see. So this section is the backwater. So the backwater has just a small amount of parking just the other side of the railway line. So where I started was Splash Lane. That's loads of parking there, and it's free. So there are lots of places obviously dotted around the Nene Park Rural Estate. So more near Ferry Meadows, a lot of that is paid parking. This is why I park at Splash Lane, because it's free, and I get here early as well, and it's literally empty. So there's always somewhere to park, which is free. So I've left Splash Lane, so I'm going anti-clockwise, heading towards the Wansford train station, which is a part of the Nene Valley Railway. We're just near Stibbington, and that, I don't know if you can make out the skydivers there just parachuting down. There's loads of them. I'll try and zoom in. There are more. I don't know if you can just make them out. They'll be landing in at Sibston. I had a friend who done that once, didn't you, Aaron? So anyway, we're just approaching Wansford station, which is on the Nene Valley Railway. I've just followed the railway down there, or down here rather. We'll get down here and then we'll chuck a left and follow the river. So I don't know if we could just make out down there, that's Wansford station, just approaching. Some old carriages here, look. I don't think they've been used in a while. It's like something out of a movie, doesn't it? And some more parachutes come down there. I wish I had a better camera, I could zoom in. I think that'll probably be the plane that's just they've all just jumped out of. Nutters. Absolute nutters. I'll stick to walking. So there is Wansford station. You can just make that out. I think there's a sign just here that says Wansford station. So we'll just make our way down. So this comes down to this stile here, so we'll take a left and head across that way. Just follow the river there, sort of back on ourselves a bit. So I've just left Wansford station, we've turned left there, heading through, well, this beautiful meadow here, which also runs alongside the river, which is just to my left here. Just approaching the weir here. You probably remember I mentioned from the other side. Let me just try and get over this stile first. So here's the weir. Quite mesmerising how that just comes down there. It's weird, you could probably just stand there and watch it for ages. I need to bring my children down here because they would love it. And they just moan, oh, we don't want to walk. Yeah, it's far, but when you do it, you realise you enjoy it. When you have all this around, what's not to enjoy, you know? Never mind, I'll do it on my own. Just left the lock there back at Water Newton, and then just turned left, so that brings you back to the backwater where we were earlier. That's done a bit of a loop to Wansford Station, down the river and then back again. But what we do from this point is we'll just carry on down the river. So you're passing the backwater, as it were, and just carry on. When the weather's nice, the sun's out as it is, well there are a few clouds coming in actually. There was supposed to be a little bit of rain, but hopefully we'll miss it. But this stretch really along the river, you know, especially when the weather's nice, really, really nice. It's not as busy as other parts of the estate. You find them more just the locals with their dogs on this stretch. But depends how you like it. If you like it busy, then, or if you like that solitude, just walking on your own, or even with someone else. But it's nice when it's quiet. So here's the lagoon. Well, I'll call it a lagoon, but it's just a bit that comes off the river. This one there. But yeah, we're just going to make our way just to that bridge. That's the bridge, then we'll just come up this hill and round. Well, we've just joined onto Mill Lane, and this just brings us down into another field back alongside the river. There's only just a little short section along Mill Lane. So that's where Mill Lane ends. Comes public footpath through here, and there is an old mill which is just behind those trees there. You can't really see it, but there is an old windmill stack just around the corner here, which I'll show you in a minute. I don't know if you can quite make out. There's the old mill there. It's just hidden by the willows, but you get the idea. And then just here's the old windmill stack. It's in a bit of a state, but still standing nevertheless. Just past Old Walton, still alongside the river. This river's following up to Ferry Meadows, just joins Gumwade Lake. On the other side of the river there is the back of Lynchwood. Just as a point of reference really. I'm just at the 6 mile marker at the moment. So this is about 6 miles, just coming up to. Now there's lots of other routes you can take. There's paths that crisscross and sort of goes round meadows or across meadows. So just depending on what level you're at, how much time you've got. You know, there's lots of different routes you can take. That's personal preference, but whatever you do, enjoy it. So I'm just walking up Landy Greenway now. Pushing mile 11 now. So I've been round Ferry Meadows. I didn't record any of that really because it's pretty self-explanatory as to how you get round and just follow it all the way around. So then that will bring you then back to Nene Valley Railway, and then it comes back down the river to join Landy Green Lane, which is where I am now. So this lane will take you sort of Castaway, and we'll finish up, and it's not too far, probably a mile or so now to the end. So I have a tendency to go too fast. I just push myself, and I'm not, you know, it's supposed to be leisurely. I keep pushing myself to go faster. I'm not running, but I feel like when you're on your own, you just feel like you have to keep going, keep pushing. It's really not necessary, but that's just me. So each to their own, I suppose. There we have it, 12-mile circular around Nene Park Rural Estate. And I'm knackered.